Fast becoming a cult figure in the VFL, who has managed a fist fight with his skipper this year and a public dispute with his coach last week. And he can play too. We join just after the fight, 3 minutes into the game at the MCG, commentators Clark Hansen and Jeff Leake.
Dempsey and Keenan. Dempsey gets the tap down. Jimmy Cracker trying to break clear. Seddon gets the ball up. An ambitious hand pass across to Zantuck. They were lucky. Coming through was Phil Cracker. The ball comes very cleverly out to Bart Dixon. Dixon kicks towards centre, over centre, a little bit of pushing and shoving between Croswell and Glendenning. What a great battle that'll be. But Croswell has to earn a free kick and finally gets the third one and acknowledges it to the crowd too. The hand pass comes across to Batterson. Batterson's kick up into the forward pocket. Jackson comes out. Can he mark it? Yes, he's been paid. Big Mark Jackson, showing rare speed. Very determined look on his face then, even from here. He was going to get that ball. As Mark Jackson comes in, shoots for goal. And there's the first major of the match to Mark Jackson, and he is going berserk.
Well, Mark Jackson for Melbourne has kicked the first goal of the match to give the Demons a 5-point lead, and Dempsey wins a bounce in the centre. Picked up quickly by McDonald. His kick coming into the forward pocket. McDonald playing his first league game at centre-half forward for North Melbourne.
It's Keenan against Dempsey. I suspect they'll do all the ruck work. Dempsey tries to take the ball out. Comes down to Batterson, but his kick was smothered. And there'll be another bounce as Dempsey is talking to the little rover in Batterson as they both get up off the turf. Keenan very keen to get the front position, but Dempsey classically over the back, but finds Batterson. His kick was smothered by Demetrio, but it's North Melbourne into attack as the ball is pushed up under the half-forward line. And it's a free kick, and it's going to Wilson. Wilson with the free kick, a long kick towards centre-half forward. Up goes Croswell. Glendenning at the second attempt, breaks clear with strength and power, kicks towards full forward, and McDonald has marked. In for his first game, Donald McDonald, and the long kick. Blight's there, Flowers playing on Blight. Flower tries to fist the ball away, but it could be a free kick to Malcolm Blight for a push in the back, and it is. Malcolm Blight, joint leading goal kicker in the league with 27 goals, kicked 8 goals in a losing side against Hawthorn last week, and he's a player that has hamstring problems and doesn't train at full effect, but in comes Blight. He's put it through, and that's a goal to North Melbourne.
It's North Melbourne by 1 point at this early stage of the first quarter, and that was Keenan. North Melbourne quick to respond, out towards a Cracker. Juggle on his fingertips. It's Phil who's taken a clever mark on the half-forward flank. Phil's had his hair cut short. What a beautiful pass to Blight. Oh, he took it at grass level. Running in now for his second goal within 7 minutes in the first term at the MCG. He's achieved it. 2 goals to Malcolm Blight. On the Keenan doing a lot of good work in the ruck. Again, he's beating Dempsey in the match so far as pure ruck work is concerned. Hodgman grabbed and threw the ball out. Play on was good umpiring, but eventually the free kick goes to Jim Cracker, being held when didn't have it, and again he lines up with a beautiful pass to an intelligent lead from Blight. Melbourne will have to watch him. Malcolm Blight, just those quick paces over the first few metres is very, very vital. He's already kicked 2 goals in this quarter. And I think the breeze caught hold of that one. It bent it in the air a little, but behind him, Malcolm Blight. It means he's kicked 2 goals, 1.
16 points lead to North Melbourne, 17.5 minutes gone first term. An unusual role for Robbie Flower to be the full-back, but that was Stephen Smith having the kick in. Chance now for Demetrio from a very poor kick in by Smith. Demetrio shoots for goal, and he's put it through.
North Melbourne running away from Melbourne at the almost a 20-minute mark in this first quarter. 34 to Melbourne's 12. The Demons need to get a wriggle on, and Dempsey wins that centre bounce. McDonald gets his boot of that very quickly, hooks it out towards the flank and pushes the back there to Holt. And he takes the kick on the half-forward flank. Now Holt's kick, a long one. Blight using his body well. Good catch. Intelligent football, Malcolm Blight. You are a star. Outpointed Robbie Flower. That's his third mark and can't really get off the ground because of that very, very bad calf injury of his. Lining up now for his third goal. Beautiful goal. Great effort.
28 points lead to North Melbourne. Dempsey gets the tap down, comes down to Dixon, who's slung. It's Law with the ball now, kicks towards half forward. Flower in front of Blight, gets the little shove in the back, and Flower will get the free kick at centre half back. Goes for the hand pass across to Zantuck. Zantuck can go for a run, has a couple of bounces, kicks wide, looking for Tossell, but the ball over the boundary line, not on the full, it has just bounced inside the boundary line, and there'll be a throw-in on the member side wing. North Melbourne off to a great start, leading by 28 points. Keenan and Dempsey. Keenan gets the tap down, comes down to Hodgman. Sharked that one well. Oh, the ball control of Phil Cracker, but he was tackled then by Barnes. Fisted away from Good by Flower, down to Blight. Big fellow's got plenty of time off the left boot, drives up towards goal. It's Good and Flower. Flower nearly the one-hander, but Flower will get the free kick and decides to play on around the outer side wing. And the Melbourne champ goes for a run. 3 or 4 bounces. Schimmelbusch chasing him. The kick towards centre. Chance there for Dempsey. Tossell pushed in the back. Comes down to McCarthy. A little slow. A hand pass will put Tossell under pressure. Comes down to McLean. McLean up to Jackson and Dench. Clears the header. Chance for Haley. But the ball's dribbled through. Haley said he kicked it. 22 points lead to North Melbourne. Tap down to McLean. And umpire Morgan says it's getting a little congested and he'll bounce. O'Sullivan on the bottom of the pack. It's McLean against Dempsey. Dempsey gets the tap, comes down to Wilson. The hand pass, no, not a good one. Abernathy cops one. He's not a well boy. Plowin says the umpire. Comes down to Dixon. Dixon's kick up into the half-forward line, clears the pack. Chance now for Glendinning to clear. The hand pass favours Demetrio. Comes to Holden. Dashing play by North Melbourne out of defence. The kick onto the half-forward line. Holt's there with Ellingworth. Ellingworth's got the better recovery. Doesn't know where to go. Could have hand passed it to Zantuck. Poor play then allows Hodgman in. Hodgman's kick. Blight has the set, but Good in from the front takes the mark directly in front of goal, some 10 metres out. A two-pronged attack with yes, there's Bruce Abernathy, winded, the trainer out there. He looks as if he'll be okay after a short time, but back with Kerry Good directly in front, and he's put it through for his second. Keenan goes up, gets the tap down, a little bit of wrestling going on there. The kick comes out to O'Donnell. O'Donnell half-back flank. On there to Seddon. Seddon clears away, kicks up into the half-forward line. Flower over Glendinning. Flower cops one from Gliders, kicks up into the full-forward area. Where's Jacko? Comes through. Hand pass to Healy. He can give it across to McCarthy, but elects to have a shot for goal, and he's put it through.
Goal apiece so far in the second term to Melbourne and North Melbourne. Still 23 points separating them. It's Keenan got the better of Dempsey for that centre bounce. Here's Glendinning. He hasn't done a great deal, but what he's done has been good. Holt. Oh! Knocked away from him. Picked up by Zantuck. Handballs it, and it's carted over the line. So there'll be a throw-in. North Melbourne's half-forward flank. So Keenan quickly on the job to take this throw-in. A double-handed tap down is all right. Up to the flank position. Pushing the back there perhaps to Alan Johnson, not on. Here's Wilson, been a strong player, very thinking player so far for Melbourne. Oh, good lift by Flower now on the half-forward flank, playing where he does his best football. Quickly onto Johnson, then into centre half-forward. Brightus didn't know what to do with it really. Demetrio will stride into this one. He's got two teammates either side of him, they'll talk. They're telling him to have a run on the bounce. He's carried it from the half-back to the half-forward line, but it's all Melbourne. This Crosswell's lifted his game since he's been moved to full-back. moved from the forward line and sparring at fullback.
Oh, he's a colourful character, is Brent Croswell. Croswell, Jackson and Keenan all in the one side. It's Croswell, nearly the one-hander to Wilson, comes down to Ellingworth, who's not having a good game, back to Wilson, who's ridden into the ground. Play on, says the umpire. As the ball's pushed wide to Kerry Good, he falls over, but gets the hand pass away towards Hodgman, who's pushed off the ball by Zantuck. And umpire Morgan now decides that he'll bounce. Wide of centre half forward for North Melbourne. North leading by 23 points. Keenan, the tap away. Wilson trying to break clear, does so now. Gets the lead wide from Tossell. He's got too much place for Law, but Law using the body well. Tossell in front, grabbed by Law, and he didn't have the football. Play on, says the umpire. Hand pass comes out to Doug Smith, and the big fellow's got a full head of steam up. Kicks from centre half forward, has put it through.
Doug Smith's just kicked North Melbourne's 9th goal. They lead by 29 points as Keenan almost hands it to his rover. That's Ick booting the ball well and truly forward. Jackson rushes out, knocks a teammate out of position to allow Healy to mark, knock the opposition out as well. And perhaps Healy will answer very quickly that goal kicked a moment ago by Smith. If he does, it's been even scoring from both teams in their second term in 10 minutes of play. Healy with 2 up so far. For some unaccountable reason, he really hooked that ball from left to right, and that's a behind.
.28 points lead now to North Melbourne. David Dench, one of the veterans of the north side, to the outer side of the ground. Dempsey couldn't quite hold the mark, but it's on to Melbourne now as the ball comes out to O'Sullivan. Long kick looking for Jackson. Dench is there, clears the back. Is it through? It's a goal! What a great goal.
So Melbourne really fighting back. Infringement of the centre bounce. Dempsey takes a kick right from the centre of the MCG. Straight down the centre of the line. Knocked away from Malcolm Blight. Look at the poise and the balance as he gets the ball out of the Cracker brothers have been well and truly stopped today by a couple of stoppers of unknowns. Well, what a brilliant pass. Right down the throat of John Holt. The Crackers, with the few kicks they've had, have put together some beautiful passing to some rather intelligent leads from Blight and Holt. And Holt going back now to attempt his second goal. 25 metres out. Plenty of power in that shot. Driven it straight through the centre for a goal.
North Melbourne leading by 28 points at the 11-minute mark of the second quarter. Keenan gets the tap down. Can't find the Rovers. Wilson was there. Wilson comes back at it. He's tackled by Hodgman. Losing the run of the ball was Johnson. Look at that for strength as Abernathy was trying to break clear. But it's eventually to Johnson for Melbourne. An awkward kick to centre half forward. Well stopped by Flower, but he's got nobody to give it to. Smith running through was tackled. And the free kick is going to Little Batterson, one of the younger brigade of the Melbourne side. He's been told by Jarrett to kick long, looking for Jackson. One-hander there from Dempsey. Backing up well is Abernathy. By gee, he covers a lot of ground. He's in the centre, then down in the defence. He loves to go for a run. There's Holden there, outer side wing. Wilson comes at him. Holden's got plenty of time up onto the half-forward line. Icknelly, the one-hander. Beautiful recovery. Falls over. Comes down to O'Donnell. The hand pass back to Zantuck. He overruns the ball. Chance for Jimmy Cracker. This is dangerous. Phil comes through, ridden into the ground. A push in the back, and Phil Cracker will get the free kick. And Dale Dixon, the Melbourne defender, has been wearing him like a glove today and has been doing a good job. Only occasionally has Phil Cracker got away from him, but that's a costly error to the number 29 of Melbourne, and Phil Cracker would only be 35 to 40 metres out from goal.
Phil Cracker has had 5 kicks and 4 hand passes today. Look at that. Shot down the barrel to Malcolm Blight. Mark it right on the goalpost. Turned around and used that beautiful left foot of his right on the goal line.
They kicked 50 goals between them. North Melbourne had built up a lead of 64.
Player at half-time in Malcolm Blight, who'd kicked 7 goals and still managed to win by at least 7 or 8 goals. It was a very good game. It was a nice game to watch, and North Melbourne is certainly a force.
North Melbourne gave the Demons a thumping. It was no fault of Gerard Healy. He bagged 8 goals, and let's have a look at him in action now. Healy wearing number 3.
Malcolm Blight of North Melbourne again in the goals yesterday. And again.